Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to spend some of your time with me today. Today is weekend makeup look video day and I am doing, I don't even know what to call this, but it's just a very natural, subtle daytime look for the weekend. I'm going to be seeing some friends that I haven't seen for a while at the weekend, so I wanted to look, you know, pulled together and dressed up, but not over the top because it's daytime. So this is the look I have created. I've used just a mix of products and brands and I had fun creating it. I wanted the focus to be on the eyes, but not in too much of a dramatic way. So I've just used some very soft, subtle colours and tried to emphasise my eyes with a little bit of a wing and a soft look on the lips. So if you want to see how I've created this look, just keep watching. So I'm going to start with my Sculpted by Aimee Beauty base in Golden Glow, and I'm just going to pop that all over. This is lovely hydrating primer and it gives a lovely glow as well. And sometimes if I'm not doing anything, I'll just wear it and it gives that lovely glow. So for my foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me in the colour 100, which is Warm Ivory. I thought it was going to be a bit warmer than it actually is, but I've used it before. It is a bit pale, but it's fine. I'm not exactly the most sallow-skinned person, so. But it is a nice foundation. I think when I used it before, a few years ago, I was in the colour 103. They didn't have it on the day I was buying it, so this time. So I just thought I would, Warm Ivory sounded like something that would suit me. I have a neutral skin tone, so I would tend to go for, you know, the word warm. So it could be Warm Ivory, Warm Porcelain, warm beige. But as you can see, it does blend nicely. And you can just keep, because it's such, it actually is a good colour match, because you can see there, I would need most of my coverage here on my cheeks. Because I have that redness there. But I can pop on some concealer. So I'm using a few products that I haven't used for a while. I know this is a new one, but I haven't used this Maybelline line for a while. So for my bronze and blush, I'm going to use the e.l.f. bronze and blush duo. I think it's in Fiji. Yes, it's a matte combination. Anyway, mine broke, so you can see it's well used. That's a Primark brush. I just like that, the tapered shape that it is, because I just think it gives a good, you know, you can get into the contour area very easily. And if you want to, you can go into the, you know, you can use the brush flatter, spread it out a bit more. Under the chin. And that's the thing, if you do have a foundation that's a little bit too light, you can always warm it up with your bronzer or your contour, and it will actually make that much difference. This is a nice subtle bronzer. You know, you can build it. You're not going to get, you know, blobs of colour. It's nice and easy to use. And then with the same, it's another one of the same brush. You can see that is clean. It's just stained. The colour tends not to come out. And into the blush in that duo. And just pop that on. And I wanted to look kind of, you know, natural. So whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to sort of brush it across my face. And then I always get a big powder brush and just make sure that I have no lines. Now that's very subtle and very natural. My brows, I just want a fairly natural looking brow, but still I need to fill them in. This is, you've seen me use it before, it's the Inglot, it's the AMC Brow Liner Gel. So it's a fairly good colour match for me. So I'm just going to brush my brows up. And I have I always need a magnify mirror for this. So I'm just using a little angled brush, and I'm kind of starting in the middle and work, because that's where you want most of your colour. I'm inclined to start here. I have to keep reminding myself. So as you've worked the colour in, you can go to the inner part. It just looks more natural that way. I would have most of my brow hair here and not as much where my arch would be. That seems to be where I'm missing it. And then I'll make sure it's in the right spot. So I need to come in a bit to there. And then I'll just brush it. I need a little bit more on the, just here. So that's one done, and I'll do the other off camera. And the other thing I like to do with my brows is to put a little bit of brow mascara on, or brow shaping gel, and this is the Inglot one. It's shaped like a tiny little mascara brush, and it just kind of gives that little bit more hold to the brows. I'm inclined to touch my face a lot, and so I'm very conscious of the fact that it can wear away. You know, I can, if I'm touching near my eyes, that I could wear away my brows, so this helps. You could also just use that on its own if you didn't want to use the this little product as well. Okay, I'm going to prime my eyes with my Sculpted by Aimee complete cover up in Fair, and I'm just going to pop that on with my finger. This is great for priming your eyes. I think you've seen me using it. If you've watched me before, you'll have seen me using this lots of times. So you can see that just evens out the skin tone there. I am going to use this beautiful palette by a company called AYU. I think you have heard me mention them before. I use their brown liner every day practically, the brown eyeliner, and this is their signature palette. It has a beautiful mirror as well, but so I just thought this is beautiful. These are beautiful shades for autumn. Really, really gorgeous shades. So I'm going to start with this one here. The colors don't have names. They are just, they're just the colors they are. And I'm going to use the mirror in the palette. So I'm just putting that all over my lid. I want a really subtle look, but at the same time I want to really bring out my eyes. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to use the same brush because that was a light colour, and I'm going to just go in with this colour here, which is like a nice gentle taupe. And I'm just going to pop that all over my lid. And you just build until you get the colour intensity and payoff that you want. I'm going to go in with this, I'm going to be daring and go in with this beautiful plum shade or aubergine shade. So I'm going to use a smaller, more tapered brush. This is a Zoeva. And I'm just going to go in very carefully So I think this will be easy to build. So you can see it's kind of defining my crease, but higher up because my eyes are slightly hooded and they're very deep set and small. So it's a winning combination. And I'm just going to go into the, actually I'm going to use a smaller. This one is a MAC, I think. Yeah. And again, into the aubergine color there. I'm going to work in the outer V like a reverse 7. But what I'm trying to do is just create as much lid space, or the appearance of lid space, as possible to make my eyes look that bit bigger. Really defines the crease. And just add to it. You know, don't be afraid to keep adding layers. Don't do it all in one go. So I'll just get a nice fluffy brush. This is just a primer brush that I use for blending. I'm just doing little tiny circular movements. It still looks a little more defined on this side, so I'm going to just go back in here. My blender again. So I want to take that aubergine colour just underneath my bottom lashes. So I'm using this, which is a Zoeva, it's a smudger brush. So it's nice and dense, but it's nice and it's not too wide either. And because the bristles are short, it's easy to, it's very easy to control it. I'm going to take a little of this sort of creamy coloured shade and just pop it onto my brow bone like that, and it will help to soften the edges of the aubergine colour. Just for a little pop of colour, I'm going to use this shade here, which is a kind of a browny purple. There's a little bit of purple in it, but I'm just going to pop that onto the centre of my lid just for a pop of shimmer. It's not sparkle as such. Go back in with my little blender. Now, because I want to draw attention to the eye without, you know, I want a bit of drama without it, you know, having too much shadow, I'm going to use the Carter Beauty Supreme Gel Liner, and it has the little brush contained in it. So there we go. I'm going to start with a lovely thin line. Right along the lash line. So just a nice thin line. You don't want to start off with a very thick line. You can always add to it. And I'm going to take it into the corner. You know what's coming next, a wing. So I'm going to go to the very end of my lash line on the top there, and just that's my point to start, and I'm just going to pull that out and join it up with the other. Now I don't want it too dramatic, but at the same time I can't help myself. Same thing on this side, find the end, and then that's your starting point, and fill it in. Now I think they look pretty much the same. I just want to bring the aubergine colour down a little bit more. I want it to look like a shadow as opposed to a line. So I'm using, I think it's a Zoeva. No, it's not. Oh, it is. It's a Zoeva brush. And just sort of smudge it out a bit so that it's not like a line. And that the colour comes a little bit more down on my, just under my bottom lashes. Now that looks nice, I think. I'm going to curl my lashes. I won't subject you to that. I'll do that off camera, and then I'll apply my mascara as well, and show you that look. Back in a sec. Now I just wanted to come on and show you the difference. That's one coat of the Note Cosmetics Volume 1 Touch Mascara. Look at that. The difference is incredible. So I'll just finish the other one and I'll come back to you then. So that is the mascara done. I want to just line my waterline, but I cannot find my AYU. I think my daughter might have taken it. So I'm just going to use this Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's the Pillow Talk eyeliner. Just to give a bit more volume at the root of my lashes. I am going to use my Cover Up Sculpted by Aimee Cover Up Concealer, Complete Cover Up, and I'm going to just pop some into that darkness there under my eye. I'm just going to sharpen this up a little bit. Just to make that wing look that little bit sharper. I apologise, my eyes are quite bloodshot. So this is probably the perfect time to demonstrate this. If you take a white or a skin coloured or a nude liner and line the the rim of your bottom lashes, when your eyes look tired, or in my case a little bit bloodshot, this is a very good idea. Now this one is the Pencil Pusher eyeliner, and I think it's a nude. It's by Carter Beauty, and I use this so often. Very easy to use, very soft. It's a little twist up, and you just line the bottom lash edge there, or the rim, and you'll see it'll just brighten up and make your eyes look more alive. Now, doesn't that make a difference? I think I'm going to go for a fairly neutral lip look. So I'm going to use, this is my Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil in First Love. I use this an awful lot. I really do. It seems to just suit the colour of my lips. So I'm going to just line with that. And then I'm using a lipstick that I haven't used for quite a while, and this is Milani number 26 Nude Cream. It's a nude, but it's a pinky nude, but it actually looks more pinky off camera, but it's a gorgeous lipstick. So I think that's a nice balance. It's still quite natural looking. Now that's not necessarily a matte lipstick, but it doesn't have much of a sheen either. So if you wanted to put a little bit more of a gloss onto it, the Rimmel Oh My Gloss ranges are brilliant. That's this one is Glossaholic. It's a nice pinky gloss. So I really like that. And then just to set particularly the under eye, I'm going to go in with my Sculpted by Aimee Velvet Veil Loose Setting Powder, and I need the smallest amount. Just need a nice fluffy brush for that. This one is a Real Techniques. Just make sure that there's no, you know, if there's any creasing or settling, that you pat it out. The warmth of your finger will settle it down. And then very lightly just set your concealer. And then anywhere else that you think you might have some wear, I would always around my nose and my chin. I'm just going to take what's left on my blush brush and just give another little pop of colour there. Now I've decided I want a little bit of shimmer, and this is the Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in Dare to Divulge. Very pretty. Looks very scary. It's actually not. I'm just going to use a little fan brush and just tap it off, and you can just brush on a little, just where the light would hit, a little down the center of the nose. And if you feel you've overdone anything, a powder brush with nothing on it will settle things down for you. So you can see that's a nice shine, a nice highlight. I might just put a little on my brow bone as well. You could do that with your finger also, but you'll get a lighter application with a brush. But if you do want to make it more targeted, use your finger. A little on the end of the nose. So that is the finished look. I think it's a lovely daytime makeup. It's quite natural, it's very subtle, and yet it defines your features and highlights where you want to highlight your eyes, or you know, you could play the eyes down a bit more and highlight and draw attention to your lips. So I will be back in a second and I'll show you what I'm going to wear. So I'm back with my completed look. I just sort of juzzed up my hair a little bit and put on some inexpensive gold earrings, and I'll show you the dress I have on and a little bag. So this was a dress that I actually picked up yesterday, would you believe, completely by chance. It's like a faux wrap dress. So it doesn't open as such, you know, that's stitched down, and the underskirt goes right across, so you're not in danger of revealing too much, but it has that lovely wrap effect. And so this dress would suit so many different occasions, but I was thinking that this would be really nice for, I'm going to be meeting some friends at the weekend that I haven't seen for a while, but it's, you know, it's a daytime thing, so I didn't want to be too overdressed. So I paired this with these gorgeous little sandals that I have a couple of years now. They're like a snake skin or a leopard print, and they have a block heel, so they're quite comfortable for walking. And then, now you wouldn't walk too far, and then I picked up the same kind of pattern in the little bag. Now they're not exactly the same, but they're far enough away from each other that they will actually complement each other, and that can be crossbody as well. So the dress was, I picked it up in H&M yesterday just by chance. It was the only one on the rail. It was my size. It was €13, reduced from 25. I thought I can't go wrong with that. And it's actually, I love the quality. Now that you can't see it there, but it's actually a lovely quality. Doesn't crease, so you know you could take it traveling. I absolutely love it. So very comfortable to wear. That's my weekend look for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and the little notification bell beside it will tell you when I have uploaded a new video. So have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.